aka Lady D, with some afternoon thoughts for you. What a day. I got on my little Niner gear today, you guys. You can't really see it too much, but this represented my 49ers. We had um, our favorite team day, wearing something to work to really represent who you into. I know it's not football season, but the 49ers I am a diehard for life. For life. So I hope everyone's doing well. It's Man, it's been quite a day. And guess what? It's only halfway, a little more than halfway over. Um, but I've been trying to make it do what it do. I have first of all, got a ticket, parked on the wrong side of the street, sweep cleaning, street cleaning, whatever you want to call it. Got a little $66 ticket, not paying attention, brushing. Traffic was bad. A few minutes late today. And just dealing with some things. I had a sink replaced, nozzle replaced in my sink in the kitchen, and that was a couple of months ago. It started back not securing the nozzle, putting it back in place. It was kind of loose. So I wanted to kind of go through the warranty place. I did go through the warranty people to try to get somebody back out there. I had to go back and forth. They wanted me to pay. I just had this done 2 months ago. I wasn't paying them nothing. You need to get the person back out here to see what the problem is. So that seemed to be working out good. I'm finally going to get somebody to come out to take a look at that. Perhaps something just needs to be tightened, or it's just, with these warranty companies, they end up giving you the most inexpensive type of replacement instead of you getting something really nice, sturdy, and fancy that will hold up. And it's frustrating, but it is what it is. So it kind of started off crazy, you guys, and I could even feel a little tension around people today. I don't know if the moon is full or what, but it just seems like one of those tension-filled days. So I just wanted to give that little shout out about what a day it has been so far. And I'm asking for a positive note for it to end. I'd like to give thanks for those who have prayed for my daughter who had a surgical procedure today. She's doing fine. God bless you guys who have been praying for her. Everything is wonderful. Her and her friend that has had to go under the knife. So they're both doing well. God is good. Thank you. I was a little anxiety filled about that last night and today. So everything is going great. So I wanted to just kind of touch bases on, when you're dealing with the pressures of, let's say, X that is kind of pressuring you to want to get back in your space. They want to be down for you again. You've seen some changes about them. They're doing much better. They seem to have a different demeanor. They seem to have changed. Time brings about change for most. But they've been really pressuring you. And sometimes I think what happens is if a person has been on familiar ground with you, they kind of always feel that there's a familiarity, is the word I'm trying to say, between the both of you, because they they've let go, but they really still feel like they have a piece of you. And sometimes, they forget that we're no longer like that. It's not happening like that. But they seem to be feeling as though they're endowed to still be in your space, per se, because they have been there with you. And it depends on how serious and what level they had elevated and been there with you on. Some you just dated for a few months, 6 months maybe. Others you have kids with or a child. And then that's that marriage, one that you was married to, and you acquired certain things together, that there's still a connection. And then you have the business partners, one that you are into business with, and all of a sudden things go to the left. And therefore, after that ends, they feel kind of still connected to you. So they kind of pushing up on wanting that clout, or an opportunity to get that clout back, because they are now single. They see you doing some things and they feel as though they should be given first shot, first chance based on history. That's not always the case. Because, for one thing, you had the opportunity when you were there, when you were in the fray, and with that person, you had every opportunity to be a part of them and everything. And for whatever reason, it didn't work out. I'm not going to blame one or the other. It usually takes two to cause a ship to sink if you're putting too much weight. So a lot of times it's like a domino effect. You say this, I'm going to say that. You do this, I'm going to do that. You know, you don't care, I don't care either. You cheat, I'm going to cheat too. It's this back and forth tit for tat thing, but you still find yourself staying with the person. First off, that game playing tit for tat is all bad. It's childish and it's all bad. And it serves you no purpose. It really does. It serves you no purpose. You don't positively come up with the right outcome when you do that. A lot of times there's resentment that sets in towards one another, because you hurt, now you're getting hurt, now you feel hurt, and they feel hurt. So you both are waddling in this sea of hurtness, but you still together. I don't understand that for the life of me. I know it's reasons why people stay together, but I know sometimes the reasons for not being together outweigh the reasons to stay together. Because I'm all for relationships, healthy relationships, to last and um, to end up being successful and staying on a positive realm. All for that. However, sometimes it's just time to say bye-bye. It's time to say I've had enough. It's time to say I can't do this. It's time to say you are causing me a life full of stress at this time. So it's time to back off. But, it takes two to make it do what it do. But at the same time, sometimes it's just time to let go, you guys. And I can't say that more than enough, than enough, than enough. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. For real. Because if it's not jiving, if it's not connecting, and then all of a sudden, you know, you guys break up for whatever reason, or they leave, or you put them out, or you leave, or they put you out, whatever the situation is, you don't make it, and then later on they feel endowed, and you're single and they're single, so they feel like they should be given an opportunity. And sometimes if you're with somebody else that they see that you have not married, but they feel that they should be given an opportunity to get back at you, to get back in, and you doing good and they doing good, they really feel that they deserve for you to give them that opportunity. And that's not the case. First of all, it took you leaving. You never resolved whatever the situation was. And just because people grow up or seemingly mature in life as far as age, don't mean that they've matured as far as their character, demeanor, and ways. They could be still in that warped mind zone of what caused you to leave in the first place. I'm not saying it's okay to cheat in the first place, because if you get to a point where you need to cheat, or you want to cheat, or you have to cheat, then it's time for you to skeet. You know, the skeet on out, because that's all bad. That's all bad. Um, and it's always more than not a very negative outcome of doing that. There's a lot of other things that can cause worse problems than what you have. A STD that you can't get rid of. B, a child that's going to be connected between you two for the rest of your life. And this is with the outside person. You know, devastation. Them ended up telling the one that you really want to be with what's going on with y'all. And trust me, they ready to give the whole ha-ha. They taking pictures while you sleep. They posting stuff on social media. If y'all cheesing together out, hugging, kissing, whatever. They doing all that so that they can have ammunition against you when you decide that you're done and you're through and you don't want to do this outside thing anymore. So you have to be careful. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can transpire. But what about these that want to come back in your space, in your life, in your zone, the exes that has been gone? They've been gone. And now all of a sudden, they realize the diamond that you are. I got a track called The Diamond That I Am on my CD called Special Delivery by Lady D. You can find it by Googling it. You can get it on CD Baby, download iTunes, Rhapsody, everywhere. But it's a track on there called The Diamond That I Am, and it is boss. I mean, it's telling it like it is. The whole scenario, you know, she ended up, you know, catching him in a situation and how it ended, and how she helped him get to a certain place in his life and did things and picked him up and did this, that. Oh man, it's I'm telling that. Make sure y'all check that out. The Diamond That I Am by Lady D on Special Delivery. So you have to remember the diamond that you are. You are that diamond. And when you allow yourself, first of all, when you're put in a situation that you have no other choice but to go, you tried it all, you did it all, and bam, blam, it's time to go. Because you killing me. You killing me internally. You killing me physically. Look at some people who are going through a lot of stress in life, relationships or what have you, and they may have or money or just, you know, family issues. You know, the weights can be so heavy that that stress starts to weigh on your outer man, your outer shell, your outer appearance. And sometimes they do take to substances to try to help balance or mood change things. And it does for the moment. But when reality hits you, when you come off of that high, when you wake up out of that sleep, you still got to deal with the situation. And a lot of substances are downers, and alcohol is one. It's a downer. You can be up and feeling hey at first, and then you gonna turn around, have a good lunch, sweetie. Then you gonna turn around and you gonna be like, I'm just so depressed. Oh my God, I don't know why. I just life is just so, and you're gonna be in a whole nother zone. For real. So I'm either saying bye, hi to somebody, or phone is ringing, but it's all good. Life goes on. We got to keep making these videos because they got great messages. So they trying to stop me. Oh well, I'm gonna keep it going. But anyway, they keep on trying to come on back into the zone, and you just, you know, if you got to the point where you had enough and you backed up out of it, why go back? You know, some will argue the fact that, Well, me and mine was separated or not together for 10 years. We got back together, and now this second time around is the best that we've ever had. Hmm, maybe, I'm not saying it can't happen, but a lot of times when you haven't really resolved what it was that you was dealing with that put you in that zone to go, if you have not resolved it, it's still in there. So once you get back, it's rooted. It's rooted deep down, right? And hey, JJ, good day to you. It's rooted all up in there, and then you get back and you try to sprinkle new soil on top of those roots, thinking that, okay, I'm gonna sprinkle something a little extra, maybe put a little fertilizer or whatever, but you haven't gotten the root out of what was causing that problem before. So what happens is it comes back again, comes back, it resurfaces. Something is going to trigger it. Your first argument, your second argument, your third argument, them seeing you do something, say something, something is going to trigger them to go back into wanting to dig up some roots. And the first thing you're going to be like, well, I thought that was all done. I thought we got through that. I thought, no. Yeah, you thought. But it never was dealt with. The issue never was dealt with. See, some think that when you, somebody's stalking me, ain't nobody stalking me. What you talking about, JJ? When you sit up and you put this dirt over stuff, they think, okay, once we bury it, we put the dirt over it, it's a done deal. But deep down inside, like I said, if you haven't pulled up the roots to get to the root of the problem. I remember somebody told me one time they used to get boils a lot. You know, those big boils that hurt, and you get them on your gluteus maximus area or under your arm, or they come in different places. Old school used to say that's your body trying to rid off a sickness or an infection or something. But you get these boils, and they come, and you soak in hot water and Epsom salt and whatever you're going to do. You put hot packs on it. Excuse me. You wait for it to come to a head, and they bust. And once they bust, the pain is gone. The boil's gone. The little sore just needs to heal up. But at the end of the day, the root, the core of that boil is still deep within under the skin. So what happens is the surface, the skin, I know we have epidermis and the dermis. I think the epidermis is the outer, and no, the dermis is the outer, and the epidermis is the bottom. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, so you have this layer of skin that covers over the scar, the sore, the hole where the infection site was, and it heals over. But deep down under the skin, you have the core that will actually have another boil blossom and come in that area once your immunity lowers and you get a centralized buildup in that area. You're going to have the same thing happen again and again and again. And that's why some people are so quick to get boils all the time. Why I keep getting this boil under my arm? Why I keep getting this boil under my... That's your body trying to rid off stuff, and they have not gotten the root. So it's the same scenario when you put dirt over issues and you leave and you don't rectify, resolve anything, and then you try to come back and you have not dealt with those rooted issues at all. You think they just went away and disappeared because why? Because it's supposed to? Because you guys are, haven't been together for so long? Or you guys are different from everybody else in every situation else? I mean, why do you think it's going to just disappear. You have history with this person. You have an emotional attachment with this person. You got stories to tell, flashbacks, things to relive with this person, right? That you had. So it don't just go away. It don't. The root is still there. And that's why a lot of times when people go back to an old bad seed of bad roots and shrubs, disaster happens even greater than before because that root has gotten stronger. It has attached to more things underneath the surface. And now it's even harder to fight through. See, before it was just a little old root in there, had issues. You pull it a little bit, it was kind of resistance, but it could have been jerked. But now that it's had time to really settle in, you're going to have hell and high water trying to get it out, if it'll come out. So you got to deal with the issues when they occur, when it's time to move on, come to the conclusion that we're going to work on this. We're going to both try to deal with our root, get our foundation back strong, or we're going to let it go. And if you see that person in life later and you let it go, hey, how you doing? What's up? Wow, what's up? Hey, got love for you. Hope everything okay. How's family? Oh, okay, you ain't got no family? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Well, how you? Oh, you all right? Okay, good, cool. I'm good too. All right. Nice seeing you. Boom, boom. And you gone. That's just how it is. That's just it and all chopped up and being real about it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, you have to make strong choices and decisions for you, what works best for you. You have to always remember that emotions come in the midst of us being all confused and messed up, and sometimes we don't think clearly. That's why people on the outside can tell you a whole different scenario from what they see, because they're not emotionally blinded like you are. They can be like, no, that ain't, yeah, you need to, whoa, wow, whoa. They can go there. But you're like, oh no, it's gonna be all right. Just give it a little time. And then 4 years, 3 years, 2 years later, it ain't nothing going on with it. It's over. It's gone. It's zilch. Okay? So remember, this is your life. Live your best life. Give your best effort. Don't just run for the highway every time something gets out of whack or wrong, because everybody in every relationship is going to have an issue. You're going to have things that come about. It's how sturdy and how strong you build your foundation so that you're able to deal with the turbulence when it comes your way. It's how you both deal with it with any scenario, an argument, a disagreement. It's not the fact that you had the disagreement and the argument, it's how you deal with it. How you both deal with it in a friendship, how you both deal with it in a relationship, how you both deal with it in a marriage. Because it takes both of you guys. You both have to be accountable for your actions. You can't keep pointing the finger at the other person that made you do. Don't nobody make you do nothing. You make a choice to do what you do as a grown person. Okay? You make that choice. And when you make that choice and you do it, all eyes on you, right? All eyes on you. But you got to be ready to take the jugs and the punches and deal with the whole situation. So on that note, your hostess with the mostest that likes to talk about real life grown folk situations. Got to go, y'all. Got to put my mask back on. Time to get back in here to this grind. And I'm going to be back tomorrow. We're going to talk some more. Y'all have a great day. One love. Be safe. Show each other love. And most importantly, you guys know what? I I got I got these doggone headset earbuds, and they the worst, man. I ain't lying. Every time I turn around, they falling out my ear. They really need to sell these for $5 instead of making you pay $100, because they don't stay in there. But anyway, most importantly, love you. Gotta go. Y'all have a great day.